刚才我是又去查了一下，因为这个家伙就是这个 Mistake， 我是有印象，他是在航空队的，就是金艾尔他们的，对，但是我刚刚查一下，原来是打 AD 的，
对的，
对，然后现在突然想起来，他这盘打了个打野。然后就感觉还是情有可原，毕竟不太适合。
这也解释了为什么司马老贼这场的表现这么的精彩，
因为打野都跑去打
有威胁，不是他有威胁，
有威胁。
后面有个 AD 背后脊背凉凉的，你知道吗？
但是据说他要去一队了呀。
啊，是吧？
是的，哎，其实就刚刚那场表现来看的话，两个韩国人还是就是我们目光更多的是放在他们身上的。
对，
一个是兰博被 gank 的比较多，然后第二个就是芒森的那一脚，就是他们是很有存在感的。但他们有没有用就再说。
跟他们俩关系不大。
但是他们很有
这一盘，我觉得三个就是老队员，哎，打得很好，我觉得可圈可点。这可圈可点，毕竟三个人配合各方面还是挺不错的。是的，看下一盘这两个人表现怎么样吧。
主要我觉得一方面也是说哈，就在配合上面来讲的话，我们都明白。
Hola y bienvenidos a LPL Expansiones. Me llamo Nubbinz y Ryan Froskurinn Watch.
That's pretty impressive.
Thank you. I try my best. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to LPL Expansion. I am Nick Tasty Nubbinz. With me is Ryan Froskurinn Watch. Beautiful, talented, and I forgot the third one.
I forget it too.
Intelligent, I think. The trifecta, something like that.
He thinks.
It's one of those things. I don't know. I'm not intelligent. I'm not part of the trifecta. That's on you. So to recap, WEA Academy started off a little bit slow last game, but they got that extended laning phase, and, you know, I don't want to play favorites here, but how you say, Shie wrecked face A.
You are correct, World Elite Academy going into this best of three again. It's a best of three double elimination tournament. Is one up, so it's game set match for them to continue on. If DK loses here again, it won't be down and out for them. Double elim, they'll just bounce down into that losers bracket. Already joining Energy Pacemaker carries as well as the favorite of Young Glory. So World Elite Academy trying to take up what Young Glory failed to do and prove that we were in the LPL once, we could requalify again. Picks and bans already on the board. Rise, Lucian, Zillion, Jace, and Gnar.
Pretty much exactly what we saw last time for the most part. Twitch being taken out this time around, so we'll see what Khan goes with for his first pick up here on the side of WEA Academy. Remember, they are the boys in blue this time around, so get the first pick, get that to the side of the map. And hot dog as we await the first pick. It's like 25 seconds.
Corky is on the board. He was banned last time by World Elite Academy.
Corky
By World Elite Academy. It looks like they're going to be prioritizing that Lee Sin Mystic again from the Jin era. Korean transplant in the middle of this team along with Khan on World Elite Academy. Had a fantastic performance on that Lee Sin, particularly in helping snowball his mid lane Xie into a dominant force.
Stellar play. Mystic played stellar in that Lee Sin, you know. And if worse comes to worse, maybe Khan could just play him out in the top lane as well. So now we might see the Ezreal, and it looks like Ezreal is being locked in as well with the Janna. So could be bottom lane. We've also seen it being played in the mid lane the past couple of days in the LSPL. So we're going to see if Yellow wants to do that or not. Corky Thresh could be a bot lane for the ages right here, ladies and gentlemen, as we're just kind of waiting on them to lock in. And, you know, I like that guy's tie. That's a really nice tie. You know, it's just black. Is that a double Windsor knot?
It's important to note that Ezreal did get a slight buff for this patch coming into his ratios. That said, I think that Corky is undisputedly right now one of the strongest AD carries in lane just due to the strength of his level 1. But speaking of strength, we have Banana now hovering again, looking for that Jax pickup. Was pretty dominating last time in the top lane. Unfortunately, it did not translate to success.
So going back to the bottom lane then, if you're DK, do you potentially go for lane swap, or do you force yourself into that 2v2?
I mean, it's hard to say at this point. Please be AP Kog'Maw. That looks like he's going to go utility style. Utility style? Okay, there he goes. I was going to say utility style with an Ezreal AD carry, and we'll also see if this Ezreal goes the blue build or maybe mixes it up with the Trinity Force in there, but it is going to be that Jax Banana returning to that top lane.
Hot dog and Syndra left open again for Xie, so...
He plays Annie, he plays Syndra.
Andy wrecks face. And then the Heimerdinger hover just to be a little bit cheeky. Aurelia being hovered over as well, locked in. So we've got those picks basically set in stone. We know where everybody's going on that front. Last pick for DK, waiting on a potential mid laner or maybe another AD carry style thing.
does have the counter pick. Lulu wouldn't be a terrible choice here. Again, Syndra has the highest burst potential, highest single target burst potential in the game with her ultimate right there. If he takes Lulu, he has the wild growth technically to counter to make sure he can't get 100-0. That said, you're really not looking for dominance again, although he is now hovering the Orianna. Orianna,
I like that pick more than Lulu for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, you still get the utility. The Shockwave, the Wombo combo, of course, incredibly powerful, especially with the synergy with Rengar's stealth. Orianna is also a bit more tanky than some of the other traditional mages that we see in the mid lane due to the nature of her shield. We'll see if he picks up Barrier again this time around, or if he's going to stick with that Exhaust, or maybe stick with that Ignite.
Looks like he's going to stick for now. I guess we get to wait for 15 seconds to see if he sticks or not. Otherwise, though, we can talk about these compositions, you know. It seems like, I almost want to say WE Academy got the better pick ban phase again.
Well, they effectively got everything that they wanted. A lot of comfort picks across the board. I am excited to see Khan kind of return to his roots and go more towards that Aurelia Renekton style as opposed to the Rumble. Obviously, the Rumble did not work out very well for him. He's now had pretty much a good feel of Bananas Jax, especially across his face. And I could say something, but we're on air, and I'll censor myself. But
that's more than I can say about myself.
We'll see if he's able to turn this around with the aggression.
Well, looks like the loading screen is intact, so the game will be starting momentarily. It'll be number 2 between WE Academy and Team DK. I don't even know what that stands for. I want to say Donkey Kong because that would be so awesome.
Well, their logo is a knight, and they are, I believe they have a
Dark Knight
team.
Dark Knight?
I don't know what the actual abbreviation,
Batman?
But I know that their logo has a knight.
Alright, well, maybe they're the Dark Knights and they're the Batmen. So, loading screen up and out. Looks like they're going to be into Summoner's Rift for Game 2. On the blue side, wearing those blue trunks. The boys in blue, WE Academy took Game 1 in 32 minutes. On the flip side, flippity flip red, DK. The potential Dark Knights or Donkey Kongs, whatever you want to call them, looking to rebound in this Game 2 and take us to a Game 3.
Looks to be another 4-point. We didn't have an invade last time. Both junglers did start on the top side of the jungle, however. We'll see if they continue with that. Kind of feeling each other out, Mystic. Getting a good look at Rengar here.
Getting a great look at Rengar. The Cowardly Lion. That's what he is.
Ooh, Khan starts E first.
Isn't that what you're supposed to start first?
Typically they'll do Blade Surge to help them last hit, especially if the wave gets pushed in, because Aurelia finds her power spike at level 5. No, typically, well, I mean, you could. There's flexibility. You're either going to max your W for your sustain for elongated fights, especially if you're against someone tankier, or you'll max your E for the initial burst, but typically that's against squishy opponents, so it's a personal preference thing. But taking E first...
I learned something today. Well, that's good.
See how it works out for him.
I feel you. I feel you. So a little bit of a ward. They will spot out this bottom lane from DK.
It makes sense, though, now that I think about the matchup, because of the counter-strike from Jax. Like, the fact that when Aurelia procs her true damage, he's just going to go and counter-strike and dodge all the damage effectively. So by maxing E, if Khan chooses to go that route in the lane, he has a bit more guaranteed damage and a bit more guaranteed burst.
Yeah, I feel you. Well, so the junglers, like you said, are starting on the same side of the map again, so we might see maybe an early gank bottom lane, who knows, but laning phase is going to develop. No starts out of the ordinary. Everything that everybody has bought looks, you know, good. It's got the seal of approval.
There's Corki. That Phosphorus Bomb, level 1.
It's Corki. It's Corki.
Corki pretty much guarantees level 2. The Phosphorus Bomb is incredibly powerful. Not only its ability to quickly clear waves, but just the initial damage right there.
You kill me, Frost. You got me saying Corki now, and I can't stop saying Corki. I can't stop saying it. It's like I used to be hooked on Corkis. I haven't seen any little video.
Okay, there's a little video about Season 3 Worlds, because that was the big Corki Worlds where everyone built Trinity Force because it was really strong. And in the video, I believe it's a little Pichu video.
Okay.
It's Corki. I play Corki because Fleek plays Corki.
Oh, okay. Corki. That's adorable.
Every time I see him, I can't help but think that.
Hot dog.
And there's that level 2, and there's that lane dominance from SMLZ and Yushe.
And you're even seeing the top lane as well. It's like Khan's just bullying the heck out of Banana right now. So, looking pretty good. Both of these junglers finishing their first clears around. So maybe we'll see them gank. Maybe we'll see them go back to farm, and who knows, see what they can do. Very, very nice bullying in this bottom lane from WE Academy.
However, it should be noticed that Rengar has completed his double buff and is on the top side of the map, currently hanging around his Wraith camp. We'll see if he finds another first blood up on Khan top like he did last time, although looks like he's gearing back towards that mid.
Maybe just wanted to get a little bit of vision, scout ahead like a Teemo. And at WE Academy, moving basically, it's Lee Sin and Thresh juking it out in the jungle, you know, a little bit.
Are they going to set up a trap?
Trap.
They are pinging for it, so they did just get eyes of Rengar into that mid lane. They watched him walk back through mid. He did a good job by not making his jungle pathing apparent and walking through the lane. Instead, he went up the lane and then chose which way he was going to go in, so blocking vision right there. So Yushe now returning to the bot lane, thinking that Rengar's not going to walk into him.
And even still, SMLZ was like, I don't care. I can CS freely on these guys. They're not going to touch me. So even without his support, he's up there in their faces just CSing pretty easily, having a fun time of it. And, you know, early lanes pushed up in favor of WE Academy, so it should be free pickings as far as jungle ganks are concerned for Lil White.
Hunt from Mystic right here. Just...
He's going for it.
He wants Rengar.
He does.
There we go.
He really does.
He's like, I'm going for a lane gank. Lee Sin's totally not chasing me.
I'm going in. Oh, baby, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a 2v2 for the ages. So you can see the Counter-Strike jump up. Khan getting stunned up. Mystic coming in from the backside. They don't know. Now they do, and he's taking a lot of damage. Mystic could be going down here. He's trying to safeguard up with the flash. Minions, are they going to be enough? Oh, the leap strike. Under turret, though. Is he going to be able to make it out? I don't think so, but picking another trade. Khan. Oh, no.
Okay. There's a couple of really important things. Oh, but hold on a second. Yushe finds the hook and the double flay.
Oh my god, that was fantastic. And I tried to pick it up. It's going to be basically Ezreal on the run. Exhaust taken away onto SMLZ. 2-2 in kills. My god, that top lane play was just awesome as
but
hell.
They're still going for it.
Speechless. Caught under turret. The heal's being used up and out. That's going to be Thresh going down. Ezreal picking it up. Forcing the Valkyrie. Teleport canceled. And that is going to be 3-2 now in kills. As Ezreal picking up a return. Nicely done.
That's actually huge for Khan. The teleport was cancelled, which means that he cannot fail in his lane right here because it would pretty much spell the end of him. He doesn't have the teleport as a safeguard to get back to his lane if Jax bullies him out to pick up any extra CS, and you cannot fall behind on experience in the top lane, especially the solo lane like that. Not even Dragon Contestation on the table, just you can't fall behind in experience. So no safeguard there for the Aurelia should she fail in this next set of trades. Let's talk about that top lane. Obviously, the real heroes were the creep wave, and there was huge miscommunication between Mystic and Khan, which, funny thing, they're both Korean, so there was no language issue there. Khan said, I don't know what you're doing, there's an army of minions here, and Mystic was like, let's go in. Died to creeps. Speaking of dying to creeps.
Quick and easy, they jumped up, Karen missed it, but UJ snuck up into that lane. So 3-3 now. Tied up on kills, pick up another one for that bottom lane, and they might be able. They might try to dive. Who knows? They might try to push down this turret if they can. Get as much as possible. They're going for it. Phosphorus bomb, and it's going to be the kill. Going over to SMLZ on the Corki.
Mystic paying a lot of attention to that bot side on the map, really using the pressure that SMLZ and Yushe have created on that tower with the Corki and the Thresh pick. Constantly in that jungle, wording it up, making sure that they know where Rengar is at all times, and reaching around for little dives like that. So we'll see if that punishment leads to an early dragon.
Khan just pushing up the wave so far in the turret here, forcing Banana farm under that turret. Now the Cowardly Lion running through the backside of his jungle, going over to that wolf camp. Hot dog, 4-3 right now, 300 gold, 400 gold in favor of WE Academy. No turrets gone by here, 7 minutes in. No dragon fights as well. Might see one of those in the near future, though, with that teleport being done, like you're saying. But then again, both top laners' teleports are down for the moment, so could see it play. Looks like a ward is going to be placed out from Yellow on that mid side. Get some control, wants to keep as much vision as possible. And the early game is progressing as usual.
It is important, though, that we are entering the stage of power spikes and everyone's getting their ultimate, as well as starting to build up some pretty key items. The sheen on both of the bot lanes there, although SMLZ does have kind of the next pieces of his phage, so a bit of a power spike there as far as itemization for him. That ultimate will be available relatively soon. Actually, I think he just got it. Yep.
Power spikes.
Power spikes. Even more important, Rengar should be getting level 6 as well, which will open up the stealth and the submarine option should they try to synergize this Shockwave Rengar ult on poor Syndra there.
Yeah. Speaking of the mid lane, looks like a pretty even kind of fairly good matchup so far this game. It's pretty even on lane despite a 10 CS advantage, for WEA. So they're having a good time there, both with chalices, both just kind of farming it up a little bit, waiting for those fights to progress, because whichever one of them gets the jump on the other, that's going to be when they start bringing it to hometown.
You're correct, Yellow not having as much of a problem as he did last time around, although he gets stunned up right there. Doesn't look like WEA is going to follow up with the ult, though, but he did ignite him.
Maybe he was. If he would have landed that orb, he might have actually gone in for the ult. So
I think he was trying, like you said, to put enough orbs under the ground to get enough burst damage.
Boist damage. I feel like Curly from the 3 to boist damage.
I'm sick, leave me alone. I don't feel
baby.
good.
Yeah, I feel you. And you need to be stuck with me for the next several hours too.
I'm so happy.
You should be. This is like a cast of the days gone by, man. This is like a return. Shockwave up and down. Lion Boy. Lil White picking up the kill. On to WEA in the mid lane.
You watch it, you're like, am I going to mention the Shockwave? Am I not going to mention the Shockwave?
I was thinking about it. I was more trying to think about how I was going to try to express that this is like... Oh, that was a nice death sentence in the box as well. Just bursted him up and away. And SMLZ picks up an easy kill. And could this be the turret? Could this be the dragon? Jan's not going to be able to defend. They might be able to get this turret on this push.
He does have the flash and the ultimate available, so yeah, John is going to have to go ahead and just back off of that. Does not want to face an insect from Mystic right there. Looks like they're going to sacrifice the tower. We'll see where World Elite Academy go after this. This could be an easy 2-0 match. DK not putting up much of a fight.
Well, still a relatively close game for the most part. We can't count anybody out yet, but see how it goes. We break that 10-minute marker. It looks like WE Academy maybe scout out that dragon. No, he's not going to scout out that dragon. So they don't get the turret, they get the kill, and they don't get the turret or try to make a play for dragon.
It makes sense that they would just keep the lane phase. They're already winning it. It's a good source of free farm and EXP. And again, World Elite Academy likes to extend their lane phase. Not taking the tower, leaving it up, just allows them to do that.
Well, it opens them up basically 1,000 gold lead to start things off here, just pretty much based purely on, CS and those a little bit of a kill spread. So now we get to see where things start shaking up a bit. We're getting to this point where you could start calling it more of a mid-game type of thing. Khan and Banana just duking it out a little bit, try to get as much damage on the other as possible, but they're tanky top laners, so they're not going to be able to kill each other. They're just going to, keep duking it out. The stun up when he goes on, they actually might have a pretty good example here. He's going to use the ultimate up, and Khan not in a good position right now, so he's got to get the hell out of dodge. He's trying to dash up and away, and manly jukes. Khan gets out of there with his life.
Yeah, some pretty fancy footwork to go up and around right there, and Blade surges way back, kind of stalling for minions to take down enough health so he could find the reset.
He's still trying. They're still duking it out with each other up there.
He's doing a great job now, just kind of sustaining himself back up before he looks for the next engagement with Jax. He is at a bit of an item disadvantage. Jax has the Phage built up, whereas Cullen is just sitting on the Sheen longsword, so it doesn't have that Ruby Crystal as well as the movement speed proc that the Phage is going to grant him.
Well, all that means is Dragon gone by. Death Sentence, very nicely done. Phosphorus Bomb as well, but he's going to Arcane Shift up and out. So while that was happening, when we were looking at top lane, Dragon goes by to WE Academy. Now they want to look for this bottom lane tier 1 turret. And Mystic walked over a ward, but he didn't know it. He spotted out the wrong area. So those back out a little bit and keep on shoving it up. But even still, open up a nice gold lead for them. 2,000 after that Dragon.
Definitely, we do have Rengar kind of sneaking through the back. Has the ultimate available. See if he's going to go for the stealth. Stealthing in.
He's a big boy. He's jumping in. SMLZ getting rooted to the ground and absolutely destroyed by that True Shot Barrage and whatever the heck that W is called. It's like, line shot of fun time that goes through people. We'll just call it that. Well, we're 5-5 right now. Frosky.
Is that Arcane Barrage?
Arcane Barrage
is that what it is? Mystic Shot, Arcane Barrage, Essence Flux, and True Shot Barrage? I don't know.
I don't think so.
It's been a while since I played Ezreal.
It's been a while since I played League of Legends. No, I'm just kidding.
DK
4 hours.
To pick up a kill right there into that bottom lane. Starting to even things out. Still, gold lead still in favor of World Elite Academy, partly and due to the Dragon pickup as well as kind of the CS advantages cross, specifically in that top lane there, Aurelia. Nice little tin CS cushion.
Hey, you called it huge. You called it right. It's every time the leap strike comes in, from Banana. Khan's just there with the bursty stun up, and now trying to go in the middle. It's going to be the shockwave flashing out, but Ignite is ticking away. One more auto attack picks it up, and he should be able to survive right here unless the tick saves it. Yeah, he's going to make it fine. Nicely done. And 6-5, solo kill in the mid lane. It's GA making things happen.
Really curious with a back position right there from you. Oh, nice sidestep from the True Shot Barrage. GA walking away with his life right there.
Doing a little bit of a two-step square dance in there, out in the middle of the lane. Nicely done. Jukesy jukes.
I was going to say, okay, at least someone was paying attention because it looked like Yellow was not paying attention, kind of backing a little bit too far in front of his tower. He gets punished by it instantly.
And that is going to be the bottom lane turret going down. First one of the day, well, in the game anyway. Going over to the side of WE Academy. Tier 1 bottom lane turret. Now maybe they'll try to make a play on the mid lane. No dragon to take for several more minutes, so they've got a lot of time to evaluate what they want to do next. Maybe they just ward up and get control around that pit. For the 4 minutes, who knows? They can do whatever they want to. They're ahead.
You are correct. It is now about where SMLZ is going to make his presence felt. If he's going to rotate to that mid lane, if he's going to go back, maybe pick up some wards and continue to apply pressure to that bottom lane. Looks like he is moseying up towards the mid, though.
Moseying up on that little Corky. He's just kind of hovering up. He's a little whiskey Delta guy, just slowly walking up there. Hey, I'm in a helicopter.
There's that great video where, it's like one of those little MS Paint videos where Corky's plane gets shot down and he stands up out of his plane. He's like giant. And I think it's Twisted Fate and Victor, and Corky just goes on a murderous rampage. Like, chases them down and is just like this giant football player.
Yeah!
It's pretty good.
Absolutely awesome.
I just assume he's like giant inside his little plane.
Probably. He's probably like... It's like, he doesn't have leg room. That thing looks small as heck.
He's just, he folds up.
Yeah, he's kind of crammed. It's like Shaquille O'Neal trying to drive a Ford Focus.
Thank you for that image.
Awesome image.
Yeah, it's pretty good, actually.
All right, everybody. So
they
went up to the mid lane. They went up to the mid lane, and then Ezreal pushed it, and they came back down. Story of my life. There we go.
It was actually really smart of Ezreal. A lot of times, AD carries will freeze the wave, not understanding that they kind of screw their mid laner over in effect, just because obviously if they freeze the wave right, they're not creating a pressure point for the enemy bot lane to respond to, so they're just gonna walk. Oh, hold on a second though, because here comes the submarine.
Rango Durango going big boy. He misses the shockwave courtesy of that root. Jump up and down. And it's going to be GA picking up the kill. Return goes over to Janna. Mystics can be able to walk away from this one. But 7-6. And it's like, that was well done. Did he miss? It's like the shockwave was.
I think he got him on the tip
because of the root.
Either way.
That was awkward.
They create the pressure point bottom, SMLZ's pulled down there, and they finally get the submarine onto that mid lane, and now in the top lane, Khan. Oh.
The burst damage from that Eon Aurelia is just massive. It's like an easy turnaround from the leap strike, and he just forces each other out of lane. He's going to get the second turn of the game, third turn of the game, mind you. So,
World Elite Academy now starting to slowly pull away with this game as far as gold is concerned. Khan really asserting his dominance in this 1v1 with Jax, which eliminates a lot of their pressure. If Jax can't duel Aurelia and they try to go for the split push.
And you talk about WE Academy being a team that likes to go for, longer laning phases.
He's
and this
never
time
leaving
it's
top.
like, we're getting the hell out of this laning phase. Just going for this mid lane turret, shoving up the wave. Dragon's up in 20 seconds. WE Academy automatically on their mind. They're going to get as much control in this general vicinity as possible. Take out that pink ward. Get it. Get her done. 17-17 on the clock. They're going to be looking for this dragon up in 7 seconds. And that is where they're going to focus their attention.
He backed, and then he walked to the dragon. We'll see if he's going to walk top. He's not going to spin its teleport right there because he doesn't want to give DK a numbers advantage by allowing him to teleport up there and Jax to teleport back down. But it looks like it's going to be uncontested by World Elite Academy. And DK not even pressuring the mid-tier tower, too afraid of that flank right there.
I mean, they tried to get a steal. They tried to have, Feng go for one of those half-court shots, but it just completely airballed, and everybody just booed him. So, juke it out. It's going to be the top lane is taken down, courtesy of the stun. Counter-strike, Jaxipoo picking up the kill. Down goes Khan.
And this is the big thing. We were talking about Khan being able to 1v1 duel the Jax right now. It turns around, doesn't get the elongated sustain fight. It goes straight into a burst initial hard engage, and Jax comes out on top. Aurelia needs time to prep and to whittle Jax down and make use of the fact that she has sustain built into her kit onto the W. Without being able to play with that as well as the ultimate, in the straight 1v1 hard engage, we're doing this right here and now, Jax comes out on top. So better think that Khan will not make that same mistake again.
So despite a 3,000 gold lead for WE Academy, 7-7 in kills, 2-1 in turrets, still a relatively close game for the most part. And, we're getting to that point. We're getting to that point where these team fights are going to get bigger and bigger. Teleports up for both of these top laners, so...
That 1v1 was huge.
Yeah, that 1v1 was incredibly huge, and it's going to set the stage, ladies and gentlemen. WE Academy pushing on this mid lane tier 1 turret. They're going to open up the map right here and right now by taking it down or not. Come on, get it.
They got it.
Get it, they got it. Open up the map. 3-1 on turrets, taking down all of the tier 1s, all of the base turrets.
Immediately.
And now...
Banana knows that he can now win the duel.
Banana.
Starts to apply pressure into the side lanes, making use of the teleport. They're looking
Banana
for the
pressure
push now, and they're running World League Academy around the map.
Banana pressure. He's teleporting up and out as well. And that's gotta hurt. That's a heartbreaker. They tried, and he just totally get that weak stuff out of there.
Unfortunately, DK don't make the most of it again. They're never quite in position to really make full use and completely capitalize on the pressure points that Banana creates around the map.
WE Academy sticking together for the most part, now taking down the blue buff. It's gonna go over in the mid lane to Yeller. Old Yeller getting up on the blue buff.
I like how we went from yellow to Yeller.
Yellow to old Yeller. He's old Yeller. No, man, come on. So if you're just joining us in Game 1, WE Academy took it in 32 minutes after picking up a Baron and storming into the base for the win. This time around, they seem to have a handle on it, but DK is not going away. This is still a very close game. And over the side, Mystic gets the Sonic Wave to land. They're going to push for this Tier 2 bottom lane turret. See if they can try to make something happen, but it will be a 5v5 engagement. Oh, baby, here we go. It's going to be SMLZ just getting absolutely wrecked. Jax picks up one. They're going to get the death sentence. He's going to get forced out. No Counter-Strike today. And basically, Shea doesn't get an opportunity for anything right there. I don't even think he... Oh, he did use his ultimate. Hot dog.
So
no kills.
A Rengar ultimate into a shockwave completely deletes SMLZ from the fight, and Rengar is actually able to hippity-hop out of there. Great disengage from Shea, so they don't lose any more of their members, but that is a 1-for-no trade and completely stalls out the World League Academy push on that bottom side tower.
And they still have a gold lead, though. 2,000, 3,000, just getting up there, but... DK, their confidence is like huge right now. That right there just basically boosted them up to the top. They're like, oh, this is an easy win for us now. So DK, maybe going to try to get the better of WEA right here. Farming up this mid lane is Feng. He's going to get a good one. So let's take a look at CS counts, shall we? It's Aurelia up in the top lane despite being down 2 kills. So that gold easily swayed over to the Jax. 71-66 in the jungle. 182, 200. Middle lane going over to Orianna, doing a nice job containing GA Syndra this time around. And then a 50... Oh, wait, no. Is that 101 or is that 191? I can't see. I don't have good eyesight. I think it's 101.
Surprised that Shea decided to rush second item Zhonya's Hourglass on the Syndra as opposed to going more damage-oriented, especially
195.
His lane opponent was an Orianna as opposed to, someone like a Zed where you would make full use of the Seeker Arm Guard stat. That may be hurting them as far as these team fights here and finding a big power spike like what Orianna's fighting with the Death Cap second item complete. So, see how that's going to affect these future team fights here. Other items on the board, we do have Ezreal just finished up his Mana Moon, so pretty close on those tier stacks. We'll see when that decides to upgrade.
Yeah, I haven't seen any triple tier comps today. I'm really disappointed that we haven't gotten to see those. Always love the triple tier compositions. WE Academy pushing up him to the base here, into the jungle of WE.
Oh, a flash.
I'm a little bit behind, but he does get the flash up, and that's going to be easy pickings. They get the kill. It's Aurelia picking it up. Now duking it up. A kick over the wall. Are you kidding me? That is just how you do it. Textbook, ladies and gentlemen. Shockwave does absolutely jack diddly squat. Dragons up in 50 seconds. WE Academy now with those 2 nice picks. Well done.
It had been such a calm and controlled game, and then instantly World League Academy goes on the aggressive right there. Fantastic kickback from Mystic.
They're going for Baron.
They are going for Baron. I don't know about this.
Hold on, let's see how it goes.
The Shockwave is not available, so big AoE damage down for DK right there, but they have to know this. They're rushing over it. Baron has been started about half health right here. Oriana Ball gives them vision.
Yeah, they're all still pretty full. I mean, G over there trying to get the flash, gets through Scattering of the Weak, and basically jumping a minute onto yellow. Look at SMLZ just going ham to the backside Monsoon as well. True Shot Barrage onto a couple doing it, and SMLZ picks up one. Aurelia with the second one. Back coming in is Rango. He picks up the return kill. So down goes SMLZ. Turning for another 2-for-1 over to WE Academy. No Baron, but they do make a little bit of plays happen. Nice exchange. Dragon's up and live if they want to go make a play for that. DK, honestly, with the backs being forced on the WE Academy, could go try to make that one happen right now.
Big issue. World Elite Academy got those great picks in DK's own jungle, was looking to translate that into the second tier mid tower, pulled off of it to get the Baron, and then kind of get punished. They do get ahead with the trade right there, but they don't pick up any objectives for kind of the advantage that they were gotten.
Oh, Mystic. Is he going to do this?
He wants it. Oh, he got it.
Wow, spoiler alert, I'm like a second behind you. That's disappointing. Doggone it. Nicely done. Steal it up, teleport being forced as well. So now it's Khan just going in totally ham. Dude, are you serious? Getting a weak scattering? No counter-strike today. Dessa ends up and down goes Banana. 12-10, WE Academy.
Well, we were just talking about how they weren't able to capitalize on any sort of objectives when they did get the picks. Instead, this time around, handed that Dragon as well as some free picks. We'll see if they look back towards that Baron, although with a giant wave pressuring on the top lane, doubt that they'll be that risky again as Khan makes his way that direction.
Yo, man, free farm all day long. It's like, hey, see this big wave of minions right here? Want to see me take it down in 3 auto attacks? There we go.
Why is he Southern?
I don't know. I've just been totally going for the southern side of things today. You know, well, you know what? Maybe he's South Korean.
I'm trying to remember his
Southern.
His gamer tag. I'm completely spacing this handle from Korea.
Korean handle.
It was Han something, Han Belong, or something like that.
Hamblong?
Yeah, before it was Kong, because he changed his name when he came to China.
Well, is a South Korean, so is part of some kind of Southern. So I guess some South Koreans maybe talk like they're from Georgia. One can only dream. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious if you got the inside deets on voice communications from like SK Telecom, and they all just talk like that. Hey, dude, get her done, still dragon.
No, maybe not.
Faker Shoto, kill him out. Woo, NASCAR.
No. Okay, here we go. 26 minutes back into this game.
You are cute,
I know.
man.
I'm sorry, Tasty. It's early. I'm sick. I can't go NASCAR with you today. I can't do it. But Rengar can go
we always
deep.
watch NASCAR.
There's the Shockwave.
Deep downfield. Shockwave. Hail Mary. Touchdown. Past WE Academy. Getting destroyed right now. Out of the zone. Just Counter-Strike. Stun up. True Shot Barrage. Easy. Pretty much just killed out there. Mystic getting healed up and runs out of there. Barely stays alive. But even still, 2 down. Blinking HP bars for none. Very well done fight. Stack it up by DK.
Saved by the bell. DK find the picks. They are now looking towards Baron. It's worded up by World Elite Academy, so they know that this is happening. Question is, can they have... Oh.
No, they're going to wait for the picks. They're waiting for the picks, and they are definitely going to go into these... Well, he got him out. Nicely done. I feel terrible because I'm a second behind you, and you go, I'm like, oh. Oh, I'm just like, oh. Oh.
So DK doesn't take any objective off of their picks. Again, kind of the story of this game. Now it's back to this ARAM in the mid lane.
And despite it all, still 4,000 gold in favor of WE Academy.
You can never count out the Wombo combo. Like you said, you can't count out DK. I got the Oriana, the Shockwave. Shockwave is about to come back up, so expect another explosive team fight to be centered around that cooldown. Specifically with the Rengar ultimate, although that's a little bit farther out.
Well, we're 28 minutes into this game, just about, ladies and gentlemen. And despite a decent-sized gold lead for WE Academy, it is too close to call. DK winning fights left and right. Both of these teams trying to find a way to close this one out, try and pick it up. Already, you can tell it's definitely going to be longer than the last game. WE Academy making a play for this bottom lane tier 2, but Minion Wave gets taken down by Feng, so they're going to have to wait. They got this one. Immediately go for the turret. Janna Shield might be able to secure safety. And Banana's trying to come down from the flippity-flip. He's going to try to flank him. Here we go. This is the days.
Right there. He's in between two members. Okay, there he goes. I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, he's getting. Oh, too close to call. Jump over the wall.
Situation has a nice ward hop over the wall to get out of there.
Yeah, it wasn't a bit of a quagmire. So now WE Academy come back around to the mid lane. Turret is half HP. They're gonna try to get this tier 2 mid lane turret, and they will. So nicely done. 4-2 on turrets. WE Academy, you know, playing very, very, how you say, textbook. They're definitely playing really textbook right now.
Far more controlled of their waves and their pressure points this game right there. Playing back and forth between the mid and the bot wave now, looking to control vision over the Baron. They clear out the wards. Haven't started it yet. There we go. There's the leash.
Oh, baby. And, you know, if they would have started up a little bit earlier, they would have had it done by now, and, you know, DK wouldn't have been out of their base. But now they might be able to get ward coverage down, but it's getting melted very, very fast. We're going to see what they can do. Frosky, don't spoil it for me. You got to let me have this one. Jumping in Con. Jump over the wall. Is he going to get the steal? Not going to go. Quick and easy to Mystic. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Con over the side, though, trying to do as much as he can with those blades and jump up, do anything possible. Con flashing up and out. Monsoon being used out. Unstoppable, you know, unleash power, all the goodies. Thresh picking up one, coming down for 2, death sentence going, and it goes to SMLZ, trying to run a Valkyrie up and in onto this poor little Yeller. Old Yeller, is it time to put her down? Yes, it is. 15-12. Going for the inhib.
That was such an unfortunate Monsoon right there from Chin. He actually pushed everyone out of the shockwave. By everyone, I think it was only 2 members of World Elite Academy, but I think one of them was SMLZ, so kind of an unfortunate timing right there as World Elite Academy march down this mid lane and take the inhibitor tower. They have a minion wave behind him. It's only 2 members. And this appears to be game, set, and match.
They're going for it. Possibly. Can DK hold this one off? Oh, ho, ho, ho. One extra turret falls down. The second turret's going to be falling down as well. Trying to go as much as they can, just bursting him up and away. 1 for Syndra, 2 for Syndra, 1 over to Aurelia. Nexus turret falls. And WE Academy, ladies and gentlemen, 2-0 victory, looking really crisp versus DK, the Dark Knights, or the Donkey Kongs, whatever you want to call them. WE Academy, making it look easy.
Much stronger performance from their top laner Khan this time around to really put Banana in his place as he went back-to-back with that Jax pick. But kind of the hero of the game, of course, is going to go to SMLZ. Both games back-to-back. I believe he went legendary both times there, especially in the back half of those fights. And story of the day is that World Elite Academy extends their lane phase and comes out big late game.
And now the next matchup is what? Gamtee versus Wings of Aurora?
Yes.
Is that right now, or is that like after delayed time?
I believe we'll probably have a 10-minute break in between the games as the players get set up. It could be as little as 3 minutes, though.
As little as 3 minutes. Well, I guess we better get into a break then, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nick Taste Majako with Ryan Froskurinn and more. And this is the LPL expansion here on LPL and we're going to take a short break in the action. When we come back, fourth, final set of the day between Gamtee and Wings of Aurora.
其实那个时候，作为女性玩家去打英雄联盟，而且打得比较好的还是比较少的。其实那个时候可能自己玩心比较重啊，然后又做模特，可能工作也比较多，就没有想这么多。但是现在嘛，就觉得哎呀，年纪大了，不能一直做模特了，要做点干点实事了。然后也觉得自己对游戏这方面的兴趣还是比较大的，所以也希望就是可以进到解说这个行列来。
因为我是知道小新真的是打英雄联盟打得还挺狠的，就真的是很爱玩，就是很上瘾的那种。那现在转型做解说之后，感觉怎么样呢？
就感觉我需要提升的部分还是很多的，因为毕竟我比其他的解说还是要晚入行这么几年，我觉得还是有很多东西要去追赶他们。所以也是很高兴，就是能有这次的机会来参加这个解说吧。
因为我知道小新是在这个之前 S 的时候，在北京的这个演播厅也是参与了这样的一个直播，然后也是做了很多很多的功课。可见为了解说这样一个道路可以一帆风顺，我觉得也是真的是付出了很多的努力。那今天呢，也是作为这个 TGA 大奖赛的解说来到这里，感觉怎么样？是第一次来吗？
对，这是我第一次来到这边，感觉这边很新啊，就很高大上啊，而且能作为就是比较官方的一个比较高大上的舞台，我觉得挺高兴能参与到这，而且能看到一些就是也是比较高端的一些队伍吧，反正就很开心吧，希望以后能多来。
那 之前是做了很长时间这个 LPL 的解说，那这一次 TJ 大奖赛也是为了之后的职业联赛输送很多优秀的队伍。那看到这些队伍，你有没有自己比较支持的？
其实我刚才解说的那2场，像 YG 对 VGS 这2个队伍，他比较熟悉，因为之前解说 LPL 的时候。
Gonna go utility style. Utility style. Okay, there you go. So I was gonna say utility style with an Ezreal AD carry, and we'll also see if this Ezreal goes the blue build or maybe mixes it up with the Trinity Force in there. But it is going to be that Jax Banana returning to that top lane.
Hot Dog and Cinder left open again for Xie, so.
He plays Annie. He plays Syndra.
Andy wrecks face, and then the Heimerdinger hover just to be a little bit cheeky. Aurelia being hovered over as well, locked in, so we've got those picks basically set in stone. We know where everybody's going on that front. Last pick for DK, waiting on a potential mid laner, or maybe another AD carry style thing.
Does have the counter pick. Lulu wouldn't be a terrible choice here. Again, Syndra has the highest burst potential, highest single target burst potential in the game with her ultimate right there. If he takes Lulu, he has the wild growth technically to counter to make sure he can't get 100-0. That said, you're really not looking for dominance again, although he is now hovering the Orianna. Orianna,
I like that pick more than Lulu for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, you still get the utility. The Shockwave, the Wombo combo, of course, incredibly powerful, especially with the synergy with Rengar's stealth. Orianna is also a bit more tanky than some of the other traditional mages that we see in the mid lane due to the nature of her shield. We'll see if he picks up Barrier again this time around, or if he's going to stick with that Exhaust, or maybe stick with that Ignite.
Looks like he's going to stick for now. I guess we get to wait for 15 seconds to see if he sticks or not. Otherwise, though, CW Jacko, with me is Ryan Froskurinn Watch. Beautiful, talented, and I forgot the third one.
I forget it too.
Intelligent, I think. The trifecta, something like that.
He thinks.
It's one of those things. I don't know. I'm not intelligent. I'm not part of the trifecta. That's on you. So, to recap, WEA Academy started off a little bit slow last game, but they got that extended laning phase, and, you know, I don't want to play favorites here, but, how you say, Xie wrecked face A.
You are correct, World Elite Academy. Going into this best of 3 again, it's a best of 3 double elimination tournament. It is 1-up, so it's game set match for them to continue on. If DK loses here again, it won't be down and out for them. Double elim, they'll just bounce down into that losers bracket. Already joining Energy Pacemaker carries as well as the favorite of Young Glory. So World Elite Academy trying to take up what Young Glory failed to do and prove that we were in the LPL once, we could requalify again. Picks and bans already on the board. Ryze, Lucian, Zilean, Jace, and Gnar.
Pretty much exactly what we saw last time for the most part. Twitch being taken out this time around, so we'll see what Khan goes with for his first pick up here on the side of WEA Academy. Remember, they are the boys in blue this time around, so get the first pick, get that to the side of the map. And Hot Dog as we await the first pick. It's like 25 seconds.
Corky is on the board. He
原来是打 AD 的，对，然后现在突然想起来，他这盘打了个打野，然后就感觉还是情有可原，毕竟不太适合。
这也解释了为什么司马老贼这场的表现这么精彩，
因为打野都跑去打 A，
有威胁，不是他有威胁，
有威胁，
后面有个 AD 背后脊背凉凉的，你知道吗？
但是据说他要去1队了呀，
是吧？
是的，哎，其实就刚刚那场表现来看的话，2个韩国人还是就是我们目光更多的是放在他们身上的。
对，
一个是兰博被 gank 的比较多，然后第二个就是芒森的那一脚，就是他们是很有存在感的。但他们有没有用就再说。
跟他们俩关系不大，
但是他们很有。
这一盘我觉得3个就老队员打得很好，我觉得可圈可点。这可圈可点，毕竟3个人配合各方面还是挺不错的。是的。看下一盘这2个人表现怎么样吧。
主要我觉得一方面也是说哈，就在配合上面来讲的话，我们都明白。
Hola y bienvenidos a LPL Expansiones. Me llamo Nubbinz y Ryan Froskurinn Watch.
That's pretty impressive.
Thank you. I try my best. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to LPL Expansion. I am Nick Tate. We can talk about these compositions, you know. It seems like I almost want to say WEA Academy got the better pick ban phase again.
Well, they effectively got everything that they wanted. A lot of comfort picks across the board. I am excited to see Khan kind of return to his roots and go more towards that Aurelia Renekton style as opposed to the Rumble. Obviously, the Rumble did not work out very well for him. He's now had pretty much a good feel of Bananas Jax, especially across his face. And I could say something, but we're on air, and I'll censor myself. But
That's more than I can say about myself.
we'll see if he's able to turn this around with the aggression.
Well, looks like the loading screen is intact, so the game will be starting momentarily. It'll be number 2 between WE Academy and Team DK. I don't even know what that stands for. I want to say Donkey Kong because that would be so awesome.
Well, their logo is a knight, and they are, I believe they have a
Dark Knight
team.
Dark Knight?
I don't know what the actual abbreviation,
Batman?
but I know that their logo has a knight.
Alright, well, maybe they're the Dark Knights and they're the Batmen. So, loading screen up and out. Looks like they're going to be into Summoner's Rift for Game 2. On the blue side, wearing those blue trunks. The boys in blue, WE Academy took Game 1 in 32 minutes. On the flip side, Flippity Flip Red, DK, the potential Dark Knights. Or
was banned last time by World Elite Academy.
Corky.
By World Elite Academy. It looks like they're going to be prioritizing that Lee Sin Mystic again from the Jin era. Korean transplant in the middle of this team along with Khan on World Elite Academy. Had a fantastic performance on that Lee Sin, particularly in helping snowball his mid lane Xie into a dominant force.
Stellar play. Mystic played stellar in that Lee Sin, you know. And if worse comes to worse, maybe Khan could just play him out in the top lane as well. So now we might see the Ezreal, and it looks like Ezreal is being locked in as well with the Janna. So could be bottom lane. We've also seen it being played in the mid lane the past couple of days in the LSPL. So we're going to see if Yellow wants to do that or not. Corky Thresh could be a bot lane for the ages right here, ladies and gentlemen, as we're just kind of waiting on them to lock in. And, you know, I like that guy's tie. That's a really nice tie. You know, it's just black. Is that a double Windsor knot?
It's important to note that Ezreal did get a slight buff for this patch coming into his ratios. That said, I think that Corky is undisputedly right now one of the strongest AD carries in lane just due to the strength of his level 1. But speaking of strength, we have Banana now hovering again, looking for that Jax pickup. Was pretty dominating last time in the top lane. Unfortunately, it did not translate to success.
So going back to the bottom lane then, if you're DK, do you potentially go for lane swap or do you force yourself into that 2v2?
I mean, it's hard to say at this point. Please be AP Kog'Maw. That looks like he's gonna